Welcome back to Snowrunner for my third episode on Season 12, Public Energy, with me, MrSealyp. We're back on Snowrunner, we're here on Pineline Bay, Season 12, Public... I keep saying, going to say Public Enemy, Public Energy. In the last episode, we sorted the drawbridge, which is just around there behind us. The drawbridge has been lowered, therefore we could cross, which means we are now here. Cross the drawbridge. Now it is showing that generator that we dropped off. I think it was literally just to drop the drawbridge. I think that should be available now. That one I left there, I've got to take that out to this point here. So I've got some generators to deliver. But I said in this episode we were going to unlock this, and then hopefully top right running on empty, we'll get onto that. That's the plan for this episode. Get to that watchtower, unlock this last portion of Pineline. We unlocked all of Reactive Zone in the last episode, so we've got Flatland and Aviro Hills to do. I think we get an entryway here. We'll see in a moment. So I just thought, you know what, let's just crack on, see what we've got available down here. We'll follow the routes around and unlock the last little bit, get to that last watchtower, and at least that'll be Pineline sorted. I think there's a track that leads up from here, yeah. I need some fuel. Should have done that before. Let's just stop there a second. Let's refuel while we're here. There you go, topped off. Let's head up and see what's what, shall we? It's interesting that they've gone for a Year 4 season pass on this, which I think people are still playing it. I think a lot of people, I say a lot of people, it's easy to make sweeping statements, but I know from views, generally speaking, because this isn't my primary thing that I make. I do farming simulator videos, so I don't do this as often. And that'll be one reason why, because I'm not constantly putting up SnowRunner videos, but the fact you've got SnowRunner Expeditions coming out, which I know it's a different animal. It's going to be SnowRunner, I can't remember, whichever. But Expeditions is coming out in March, and that's more of a scouting. There's all sorts of cool stuff to do, surveying and that kind of thing, which is completely different to this. So I suppose that's why they're going to be running both alongside each other. But I was just surprised. I thought once that came out, that would be the sort of new flagship maybe, but it looks like they're going to run them both. The fact they've gone for a Year 4 season pass on this. I'll get to that watchtower. Just check the map again. Oh, I should have taken that turn in. That's alright. The weapon is the F750. Oh no. That's not fun. Speed! Kind of. Probably wasn't the best. Oh, that's naughty, that, isn't it? Cool. So I'm pretty sure in Expeditions there's bridge laying stuff, isn't there? I think you've got a bridge thing you can use, and for those kind of things, I mean, obviously that's a very small gap. I don't know if I've said this when I've been playing SnowRunner. I watched a lot of I used to say I watch. When I used to go trialling with my brother, we used to watch a lot of Land Rover stuff online, and they used to have the G4 challenge every year. There was the big safari challenge they would do in Range Rovers and stuff, and they would go across like a continent, you know. I might have mentioned this, and they had a start line on one of the challenges. Before I go into this. And what they did, they had all the vehicles lined up, and I think the English team had a Range Rover, like a Bobtail Range Rover. And literally at the start line, about 10-15 feet, then you had a trench, and the trench, I can't remember how wide it was. It might have been sort of 4 or 5 feet. It was, you know, and it was fairly deep. So a lot of the teams, off goes the gun, and a lot of teams run out. They're putting sand ladders down. You know, the British team just back up in the Range Rover and just absolutely hoon it, and they just jump the gap. It was one of those, you've got to be, because if you time that wrong, you'll just wallop. You're into the ditch, you know. But it was one of those. It was such a cool thing to watch. That was years ago, years and years ago. Probably able to find the footage online somewhere. Right, last watchtower. There you go. Bridge is down. Ah, right. So, let's go into here. So that's showing us something. Ah, right. So there's the gateway to Flatland. However, this stretch here, if you saw down from the side, it doesn't look like it here, but the road's all broken by the look of it. We're going to need to do some repair. Was that there or was that further? Oh no, that's down that side. It's here. There you go. This is all going to have to be repaired, so I'm assuming that's going to be a job. We can bypass it. Maybe you can't. Maybe, I don't know, but potentially. I wonder where the dam is then. Oh, we can get to this if we just go down off here. Maybe we should go into Flatland. I want to get that delivered to the unload area, but that's the map. Apart from that little section in the middle, you can sort of see the ferry a little bit now. I need to get that job done so I can get to that upgrade. I have got a job for collecting the FEMM as well, which I want to do, because there's that and there's the MTB 8106 rock grinder. I think I picked up an upgrade for that the other day as well. There's a tiny little bit up here I haven't done yet. There's a little track that runs out there that will join that bit up, I think. But for the most part then, that's not looking too bad. Service hub, timer. Yeah. We'll see coming down off here how bad it is this way, but there's a gas station in town, so if I go back over the bridge, oh look at that, you can see the ferry down in the harbour. That's pretty cool. That's not actually moving. It looks like it's got a wake behind it, but it's not moving. I thought it was for a little while. You know, when you sit watching it and you're thinking, your brain's saying, no, no, it is moving, and then you realise, no, it really isn't. Maybe that's just me. Rickety. Oh, that's some movement. Cool. I'm pleased with that. So that's 2 of the 4 maps open, unlocked. We'll nip into Flatland just to see. I opened up on the other map, on Reactive Zone, there was the gateway to Aviro as well, so we can get to that through there. Where's that go? I'll back around. I'm just curious. I'm not sure this is necessarily going to lead to me opening the entire map up, because like I say, I do want to get those couple of jobs done on here first before I move on to another map. We shall see. I might swap out vehicle as well. I've used this for a couple of episodes now. Pick something else in my inventory that I haven't used for a long time. I thought about going back to old International, the little Scout 800. When you think back to, God blimey, the very first episodes when you had nothing, there were no mods, there was no, you know, you had no upgrades, you had nothing really you could utilise, and it would take you so long just to do the simplest task. How far it's come since then. It might be quite nice to go back to one of those original vehicles. Let's travel to Flatland. So I'm wondering then, when you're out on Reactive Zone, and I went to that facility and you could see the 2 cooling towers, whether that's the point it's supposed to link up, so the 2 cooling towers you could see there, you can see on here. Oh right, so this is what we're saying here. That's the one's come up now. Delivered to the MPP parking lot in the Reactive Zone, the FEMM 37AT. So potentially that's on here then, is it? that one? Ah, I wonder. Zoom out a bit. Where's this one go? Oh, there we go. On the gate. Oh, so we can get to a Viro from here as well. Map seems to be this way around. Hmm. Abandoned giant. Oh, it's in a Viro. Okay. Or is it? No, reactive. Oh, I don't know. Anyway, I get the FEMM if we collect it. I know what to do now then. Do I do a little bit on here? Or do I get back to getting that other job done? Should do, really. That was what I had sort of decided I was going to do. Let's see how far we can go. See if we can open up any other gas stations or bits and bobs. I suppose watchtowers would be the obvious. One directly ahead. And of course there's a fork in the road. Kind of. Which way do we go? Left or right? I was going the wrong way, doesn't matter. Two choices, I always pick the wrong one. This all looks a little bit more paved. Admittedly we're only on the start, but a little bit more welcoming potentially. Oh, there we go, look. Nice views. Oh, this is the dam. Was it Wisconsin? Which one was it that had the dams? Oh, blimey. It was the first maps, wasn't it? Can we go across it? See, already sidetracked. So easily distracted, it's ridiculous. Oh, damn. Sorry, I had to. It had to be done. That's cool. Another one, not even get anywhere near those. We should do. So, whoa, whoa, stop. There's a turn in there. Yeah, I'm doing what I usually do. I'm just getting sidetracked. Yeah, I probably should have gone that way. I don't know. I can just go back and check. Oh, little track down there. You know what? I'm gonna no. I know it seems daft, and I'm sort of doing that. I'm not trying to tease people on purpose. I'm gonna head back to the other map because I want to get those other jobs done. That was what I decided I was going to do, and I will get sidetracked on this, and it will take me forever to get to doing those. I'll do those. Does this bridge need repair? No, we're good. I made a mistake. What I was saying. I'm back to the garage. I've come back off Flatland, back through Pineline Bay, and back at the garage. So I've bought a Derry Longhorn 4520, not a GGMS hybrid, nothing like that. Actually, what we'll do, we'll leave the garage, do that, lights, put that on. Because, actually, you know what I'll do, let's turn them off. If I go to the map and look at my job I've got available, that running on empty where it says deliver to the unloading area, I was completely mixed up. There's another one. This one I've got to deliver the Cat CT680 and its load, which is along the road here, and I've got to take it to the unloading area there. At the unloading area we do have the constituent parts for another job, which I was confusing the two. If I go onto here and go to Pineline Administration, I think it was Bridging the Gap. If I come down to here, Bridging the Gap is delivering the disassembled Cat 770G. So as I said, the Caterpillar is there, and that one goes to the bridge, which is the one I said I was going to do. So I'm going to do the first one first, and then I'm going to deliver the cat. I'm going to at least deliver the cat, if nothing else. That one needs saddle low, as does the one I'm just about to do. What time is it? I'll go a little bit until it gets too dark, and then we'll skip ahead. So I think because you can't swap into the cat CT680, you can't swap into it. Because you can't swap into it, you can't hook it up to its trailer. So what I'm going to do is hook this up to the trailer, drive past it, then I'm going to attach the winch to the lorry and pull that with it, hopefully. Now obviously, because again, I'm still using base game vehicles, machinery and equipment, getting through some of the bogs and some of the trickier stuff is a little bit harder. But this being, I think it's 8-wheel drive, isn't it? It's pretty, it's a pretty sound bit of kit. But then once I've got all that load on the back, it's going to be a little bit trickier. It's going to take a little bit longer, but that's fine. I could just jump straight to modded ones that I've used before and make the journey and the job far, far easier. But I'm not going to, not for the time being anyway. I'm not saying I'm not going to get to a point where, when you're doing repetitive jobs, I'm just going to grab something that's quick. I know I can get over the ground fast with. I know I'm not going to get too bogged down with. If I'm just doing runs backwards and forwards, delivering cement and things like that, you know, odds and ends. Which I think for the second bit of bridging the gap, I've got to deliver some stuff. But again, I've got to clear a route first along the main road. And I think what I'm going to have to do is deliver some of the generators, because I'm pretty sure some of the things it's going to require I'm going to need to make, and I haven't delivered generators yet. So that's going to be one of those ones where, I mean, I've delivered generators before, you've sort of seen me do that before. Do I do a video where I'm just delivering generators? And I probably won't show the whole of this journey out either. I mean, it's, you know, once I've got this hooked up and you can sort of see how I'm running it, as long as I don't, nothing unbelievable happens, which it could do, I guess, but you know what, let's do it. Here we go. That's bad. Right, so that's the full cement. I think the lorry ran out of juice, that's probably why. So I don't even think the engine will run, unless, of course, what I could do... Just for a second. Let's refuel. Source... Yeah, I could move them a little bit. I don't think I'm going to use everything, am I? So at least it can turn its engine on, which will make life a little bit easier. Got to get past it without damaging it now. I'm going to clip it. Hello. Well, another one of those, almost like I know what I'm doing, isn't it? Sometimes it's not a debacle from start to finish. Pull it a little bit, turn its engine on. Now put a bit of fuel in it, and now we should be good to go, he says. Excellent. I don't know if we'll get it to keep the trailer, I don't know if it will just take the cement, I don't know what's going to happen, but we'll get it delivered anyway. It's not too bad a run through, like I say, it just gets swampy. It's just how bogged down I end up getting. If I get too bogged down, I mean, the fact its engine's running, so that'll make life a little bit easier. But if it gets bogged down, it's too heavy to pull, I can always just detach the winch, deliver the cement, and then come back to the lorry if I have to. But we'll get there. Still moving, but blimey. Yeah, so saying that, a little bit further on it gets worse than this. Trying to get something a little bit more stable under me. A bit stable under me boots. I think it is because we have got that lorry on the back which is struggling, so we're trying to pull ourselves and the trailer and that through, which is obvious because that's why I've got hooked up, but that's what's bogging us down. But it's that thing of just, do I go a little bit slower because I'm a little bit more bogged down, or do I just cut it loose, go there, come back, which overall could end up taking the same amount of time. Oh no. That's not good. I think we're in the front part, it's in the back part. I think we're going to have to cut it loose. Gently does it on the acceleration. No. I think we're done. Release the winch. We're still stuck. Blimey. Okay. There we go. I'll come back for it. I'll come back for you. Just stay alive. More beans. Give it more beans. So, from here to there, a little bit more of the same. I don't think there's a better route through. We'll just keep plugging away, I guess. But we have used a lot of fuel. Oh, looks like we do get to keep the trailer. That's interesting. That could come handy for other jobs. What I'm going to do, I'm going to leave it out here by the road, because I don't want to take it all the way back and then find that there's a job out this way that later on I could use it and it could be a handy location. So for the time being, I'll leave it there. I'm going to go back for the lorry. So let's detach that. See if we don't run out of fuel. There's not a little fuel tanker here, is there anything? Don't look like it. It needs a generator, doesn't it? Derry Longhorn. Why? Yeah. Why was my brain not? What's it called? Well, it was boggy, but fairly uneventful, so that's good. I'm running very, very low on fuel, so I'm going to leave this here because for the next job, this is what I'm going to use to haul the other trailer back. So what I'm going to do is go out, have a check on the situation with regard to what I need to do to clear that rubble. If I do need to deliver generators, so you might see a couple of clips of me delivering generators, and I'll bring something out to refuel this. And then I'll be good to go, I think. Right, so that's that done. Brilliant. So the next one that seems to be on there is Abandoned Giant, but I'm going to go on to this next one because I'm here for this, so do that. The other part of this contract, like I said, requires actually, not what we'll do. Let's go on to that. Bridging the gap, start tracking. Where do I get the metal beams from? Metalworks warehouse. So unless there's any in storage, I'm going to need to put a generator in. That was the one. Where's that? Oh yeah, I started to drive the generator out there and didn't do it, did I? Cement 4. That's this one, so I need to bring a generator out. So what I'll do is whatever vehicle I bring fuel out with, I'll bring a generator out to here. Actually no, I'm going to have to go and get a generator on it from over here at the garage. No, not the garage. I've completely lost myself. Hang on, no. Oh no, that's a different one, isn't it? I'm going to have to go and get a generator from there. Oh, blimey. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of... what's the word? Is it faffing? A lot of faffing around, I think. But I'll get this at least prepared and in the right direction. It's going to be fun and games getting this back, isn't it? Generator deliveries, that's going to take me absolutely ages. It's been quite a while for me, but just mere moments for you, which is brilliant. As you can see, top right, delivered to the island bridge. Now I've got the Cat 770G in pieces, disassembled on the back of this, and I've already delivered one set of beams and three lots of cement. Because if we go to the map, and I keep going to the map all the time, I have taken the various different generators. So I've got one there, the one that I had out here that was along this roadway somewhere. Where was it? It was along here somewhere. I've taken it out to there. When I took the generator out, I brought 2 metal beams back with me. I dropped one off here, and then that blockage that was along here, which actually was right there, it needed 1 metal beam to clear that blockage, so I did that. When I brought a generator out to here, I picked up 3 cement, which I then took out to the bridge as well. So that's why those bits have been done on there. So we've got some other ones to do, but I've got my generators where I need them. When I bought the generator out to this one, the vehicle I was in, what was it I was using? I can't remember now. Didn't have a lot of fuel spare in it in the roof rack. I should have probably used the F750 because that had tons of space. But so I've put some into here. I don't know if it's going to be enough to get all the way over, but if it's enough to get to the garage, I'll just top up when we get to the garage. And we need to get that right the way over, which shouldn't be too difficult. Famous last words. We know how this sort of thing goes. Lights on. It is morning. So like I say, I have been a bit busy off camera. It was just generator delivery, and like I say, that one thing of getting metal rolls, and it was, as it always is when you get through and start doing more and more on any of these maps, it just comes down to logistics. If you can do, when I was a postman, it was what we used to call dead walking. If you can avoid dead walking, if you can avoid empty loads, that's perfect. So if you can drive out with something and come back with something else, absolutely spot on. So that's what you're trying to achieve if you can. if this does get bogged down, we are going to be in trouble. So I'm not quite sure how we're going to go, but fingers crossed, because this is a hefty old load. There we go already now. Oh, come on, seriously? I was going to say, I haven't resorted to switching over to any of the modded GGMS thing, but this is going to be, let's go down one. A lot trickier than I first envisioned. Yeah, it's because that has just sunk right into the mud at the back. I do not want to lose anything off this. Come on. And we are going to eat into the fuel, and if I don't get all the way to the garage and we run out of fuel, I'll just come out again with something and see what we can do. I'm just trying to find the dry spots and the high spots if we can. Oh, it's really struggling, isn't it? Pretty cool though. Oh no. Good thing is, because we've got a trailer and we're not winching, I can winch. We might be properly stuck here. Oh, this is not good. No. Ooh. I've got the same problem I had before. It's like my engine's not running. It's not ticking over. You can't hear it at all. Turn the engine off. Turn the engine on. And then it stops ticking over. What is going on? As soon as I accelerate, it's fine. We are burning fuel though. Oh, it's not good. I might have to get something out to help tow this. I'll tell you what, that the engine thing, that's really annoying me. I thought rather than try the automatic attach, let's go for a manual to a tree, and I haven't had to do this in a while. Oh, this is a nightmare. This is going to be nope, can't quite reach that one. Can we actually pull against that? I just need to get close enough to get out of the tree. This is going to be horrendous if this is going to be the route. We are definitely going to run out of fuel. There we go, come on. We're having a mare! I thought I was proper stuck. Proper stuck. Nope, doesn't have that. The wheels on the back of that trailer are really small. Where's my best route through it? There's not one. If I can at least get towards that tree. No, don't. Right. Looks like we're winching again. can find a tree. Come on. This will be tree to tree to tree until I can get to a point where I either run out of fuel. Oh no, that's not even working. Come on. It's not good. Can I reach that tree now? Yep. Just change the angle a little bit. Come on. There's me thinking, when I get this delivered, maybe before the end of the episode I'll do this and I'll do this. Nope. So, this will either be making you watch and think, oh man, I want the challenge, I want to have a go without mods, or you might be watching thinking, I'm not doing that without mods, mate, you must be bonkers. And you'd be right. No, actually, to be fair though, what I could do, attach winch. Let's go to the trailer a bit there. Enter that, and let's pull the trailer as well. So if we accelerate and pull the trailer, there we go. I always forget to do that. Let's see if we can't pull the trailer out. Disconnect that. God, this is an absolute grind. What a grind. Let's go to the back then. Hopefully we don't jackknife the whole thing. In the wrong bit really. Nope, it's not working. Blimey. I might have to see you in a bit. This is going to be about half an hour of me just slogging my way through this at this rate. Come on. Come on. Oh, I hope that's the worst bit. Nope. Come on. Oh, look at the fuel. No. Tree. Come on, I need a better tree than that. And one of those. Oh, we've got another really deep wet bit to go. There's not another route. I'm going to be honest with you. I think that the muddy bits, as the maps have moved on, and I've said this before, because the map makers and creators are aware that people are using mods, some of these have become far, far boggier, far harder to traverse than they ever were before. If I run out of winching spaces, I'm in trouble. Just get me to a dry bit. That's all I need. Oh. I'm going to catch on that tree. I need to change direction. What's there? Come on. Just need to get that way. Away from that tree. It's better. 28 litres of fuel left. I was convinced we'd get back. Oh, whoa! No, it's not going to help. We've got such a long way to go yet. $18 litres. Oh. No, we're not going anywhere. For some reason, it's like we're wedged, or it's very peculiar. That jerkiness is very, I just don't know. It's like the brakes are locked on, but they're not, you know? $7 litres, 6 litres, 5 litres, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're walking back, stuck and out of fuel. By the end of this episode, I might not even get that. Might not even get the disassembled Caterpillar delivered. I mean, an international pay start again, standard. I've got the fuel back on it, so I've got quite a bit of fuel. So I'm going to refuel it, and then what I'm probably going to do is tow with this. I don't know if that will help at all. That will be running this, pulling that as well. I don't know. We can try. If not, I'll just switch back to that vehicle. But at least I can completely refuel it with this. And if we need to, at any point, keep topping it up every time we run out. We've still got all this to get through as well. Oh my days. This is definitely worse. I'm sure it is. Well, this is doing alright though. Yeah, that's horrific. Trying to get that thing through here. What are we going to do? I can see it. Just looking actually to see. I suppose there, I don't know, let's say there's an option to run over the top there. But then where'd you come down? Oh, it's way over there. That doesn't really work. That way is even worse through there. So I thought maybe we could cut up and across here somewhere, but that's not going to work either. No. It is what it is. I can't remember the last time I ran out of fuel. And got properly stuck as well. It's actually quite cool. It's been a while. No. Right. Refuel. Derry Longhorn. Then do that. There we go. Expanded fuel tank. 400. Done. Right. Like I said, I don't know if this is going to work, but... For all these driving wheels, that'd be perfect, wouldn't it? Right. Let's give it a go. So I just disconnect them. Just disconnected the winch. What a twit. Let's do it. Come on. Thing is, there's a load more of this out the other side where I cleared the blockage off the road, so that's going to be fun. I don't really want to have to do this the entire way. But... Okay, we got through from the garage, or to the garage, without incident. There was a couple of little winching points, the bottom of the low loader. Every time there's a bump, a ridge, it can bottom out. So sometimes I'm having to winch. What I'm finding is the trailer itself is what seems to be getting bogged down. You know, sometimes when you're driving through, if you play this, you hit a tree root or you hit a rock or something underneath whatever it is you're driving, and it's just immovable. It's just wedges and it won't go anywhere. It feels like, whether the physics have been adjusted to make the boggy areas and stuff harder to do, it feels like the trailer just suddenly locks into place, and that's what's causing the problem. The reason the wheels on the cab are juddering is because the trailer just won't shift. So what I'm finding is, if I winch from the trailer rather than the actual cab, it seems to break loose of whatever it is that's causing that. So I've unhooked from the Paystar. The Paystar I've left by the garage. It's still full of fuel. If I get to a point, because when I get further up I've got to get through some more swampy areas. If I get stuck, if I run out of fuel again, which I'm really hoping I don't, but it is really swampy, then potentially I'll have to get it out again and drag us out of trouble, I think. So again, I don't want to put you through the misery of what you've just seen. I say misery, it depends what you're watching for. But it's going to be a bit of a grind. I think it's going to be winch by inch. I think it's going to be what we're going to do. So I'll see you in a little while if something happens that I think, yeah, people might want to see that. You've guessed it. We've run out of fuel again, and I think we're stuck at a winching point, at a point where we can't reach a winching. Oh, we're out of fuel. I can't remember now. I think it might be a bit of both here, winching points and stuck. So refuel. Well, this isn't what I was hoping for. We can't shift it. I'm thinking if I back up, what if I could just give it a... I need a Yankum rope. That's what they should bring out. They should bring out a DLC, a pack with Yankum ropes, those slightly elasticated ones. Just thinking, if I back up, can I give it a bit of a jolt? That did move. That did move. Just, come on. More of the same. We'll get to a point this will start moving. Although I can see where I am now. Again, this is what I'm loving. It's a challenge, it's a grind, but I'm loving the fact that I'm looking ahead as well, thinking where I am now with the Paystar. You can see there's a slight ridge, a slight bow over. And I'm already thinking that low loader's going to bottom out on there. But if I can winch from the trailer. Once I can get up a little bit further up, there are trees, so I can then get the winch going again and we can start winching. Again, I know it's a slog, but I can get there, I think. We'll see. And so, having run out of fuel for a second time, having to be towed out twice, and I've literally winched and inched and winched and inched along and along and along. We've finally got here. Blimey, what a game. Hang on a minute. So that's disappeared, but I've still got the trailer. What's happened? Bridging the gap. Deliver to the island bridge. So we are. Yeah. But now top right is not showing that bit. It's just showing this bit. Ah. That's curious. I've lost the engine sound on the other one as well now. The International Pay Star. So when it's sat, it's not doing anything. I don't know what to do with this then. Shall I just put it over to one side? I guess so. Right, what I'm going to do, hopefully, before the end of this episode, like I say, editing, I don't know how I'm going to deal with this, but we'll get the other bits. Hopefully get those delivered and then it should make some sense. I'm going to take the pay star back and I'm going to switch over and put that onto a flatbed back because I only need 3 slots. I need 2 for a metal beams and 1 for a cement. So I'm going to use that. So what I can do with this then, I assume, is detach the trailer and head back. So I'll see in a little while. Hopefully with just a metal beam, 2 cement, no, 1 cement and 2 metal beam. Oh no, did it the wrong way around, didn't I? I'm thinking I need 3 slots. I don't need 5, don't I? Maybe one of these and a trailer then. I think I've got a 5 slot trailer somewhere. Yeah. It dawned on me as I was sorting out a wagon to bring out. I've got the twin steer, the Western Star twin steer. I don't need a 5 slot, I need a 4. Because on the way past the factory I picked up the cement, which I can drop off now. Then I need 2 metal, which only requires 4. I didn't need to take the cement all the way out with me to pick up the metal. I can drop that off now, so I only needed a 4. It makes life a little bit easier, doesn't it? Cargo management. Right, that's the cement done. So 2 metal beams left to do, and that should be the bridge complete. That delivered. We should then be able to get over there, get to the observatory, and we should be able to get the upgrade that's over there. So I will whiz off and I'll go and get the metal beams, assuming of course there's 2 in storage. If there's not, I'll have to get the generator running, but I've suddenly realised I don't think this will attach to the generator. But we'll see. Good thing is there's a gas station in town, so I can always top up my fuel as well while we're in there. Well, that was fairly straightforward. I did end up having to get the F750 out because I did have to get the generator turned on and I had to produce some, because when I bought the metal beams out before, one here and one to clear the road blockage, I'd used up what was there in the store already, so I had to produce some metal beams, but they're done. I've got them here. It was a fairly straight run back, no real dramas, so hopefully now I can stop there, do that and that, and we have bridged the gap. I know it's been a slog, and if you're still with me, thank you very much for sticking with me. The next episode we are going to be tackling that top right. We're going to be going to the reactive zone and finding the FEM 3780, which is part of the Season 12. We haven't found the MTB yet, but there's a couple of other maps we still haven't been through really. Flatland, I need to go out and so I might do an episode on that where I go out and open that up, and maybe the fourth map as well. But what we can do now is we can go across the bridge out towards the observatory, and we can go down to there and pick up the upgrade, whatever that turns out to be. But for now, we're done. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. As always, thanks for watching.